Hey everyone, my name is Jason Jaworska and I'm the product director for CI/CD at GitLab. And today I'm going to record a feature that was released in 12.8, it looks like, where you can trigger a pipeline when another project is rebuilt. And the reason that you would do this is because you are dependent on some artifact that's produced in that upstream build, and so you want to grab it and you want to use it in your own project. Let's start by creating a new project. I guess I'll need two new projects. So project dependency and project depends. These can be public and initiated with a README. So the project depends will depend on the project dependency. So let's get this one set up first. We'll start with a job, just something basic. Image Alpine. We'll say build, stage build scripts. Let's create a file called hello and grant my artifact. Obviously, this is it's kind of fake, but we'll try and grab this my artifact and we will try and do something with it. So I think this will work. We might need to double check the syntax if I've missed something here. But let's look at the pipelines for this project. Okay, that is running. And then while that's going, let's start working on this one. Actually, I'm going to grab the GitLab CI YAML I just made. All right. Back to pipelines. Set up CI/CD. So this then will be the one that we described. So this one we'll want to do something like, I don't know if rot13 or something is installed on Alpine by default. I'm actually probably sure it's not, but let's just do something simple like copy my artifact to my processed artifact and then cat my processed. Not actually doing any processing, but just to kind of get a sense of what's going on here. My processed artifact. Actually, we don't really need to cat it since we're creating this. So this is going to fail until we set up the subscription, but that's okay. We can just kind of confirm that. Okay, so this passed. It looks like it did make artifacts. So let's see. All right, it did. It created an artifact here. Let's browse just to make sure that everything looks as expected. It's just a text file. Probably because I didn't put a .text extension on it, it's not showing it. But fine, okay, great. So then let's go set up our dependency. So settings, CI/CD page, and expand the pipeline subscription section. Pipeline subscriptions, okay, great. The project path, I guess, is Jaworska / project dependency. Two subscriptions from or to a project. That's a very low limit. Let's see if this works. What did that do? I clicked, oh, it collapsed it after I did it. Okay, I think that worked. It would be better, obviously, if it didn't collapse it after you did that so that you could see what it just did, but that's sort of a minor UX problem. Okay, so we have this dependency now. Let's go back. Let's look at our pipelines here. I guess that it will have failed because there was no file to copy. Yep. Yeah, no such file. Okay, let's go over here. Let's build this again. And hopefully, what happened there? Hopefully what we see is it will finish because we're running on the master branch, which is a requirement for this feature. Then it will trigger a pipeline that depends on the other over here once this is finished. We shouldn't need to do anything to bring the artifact over, I would hope, since this whole feature is about kind of like doing something with the output of another one. But we'll see. I'm wondering a bit. Okay, so that finished. Great. There's something starting here. Not yet. Let's double check our subscription. Okay, it says it has it. There may be some, processing happening to wire them together, but I would sort of expect it to have started by now. We'll give it another minute. Let's look at the docs again in the meantime. So you can trigger a pipeline in your project and another one finishes. Any pipelines that complete successfully for new tags. Oh, so there has to be a new tag. Okay. That's okay, I think. Let's see. So you can create a tag by creating a release. Tag name, let's call it 1.0. Sure. All right, so we have a 1.0 release. The releases feature is great, by the way. I didn't show some of the cool things that it has. It can show release notes. It can show a lot of really interesting things about what was in that tag, as well as link to like things that are in progress and more reports. But that's a subject for another day. Okay. So one thing that's confusing about the docs here, the feature says trigger a pipeline when an upstream project is rebuilt. But that's not really what it is. It's trigger a pipeline, or it's not really what was built. It's trigger a pipeline when an upstream project gets a new tag. So possibly we want to clear up the docs here. Okay, great. And it ran, which is good. But it doesn't look like it actually grabbed the artifact, which is unfortunate. I don't know if we're following up on that in another release, but I would expect that, yeah, again, that if you're setting this up, there's this relationship up, that artifacts would come. But we can make this work in another way. So we need to look at the CI YAML docs. And so artifacts. I saw something there about cross project artifact download. Yeah, so see, this is what I would have expected to happen, that the cross project artifacts would have been automatically grabbed because yeah, again, that's the point of the feature. Pipelines in different projects. Okay, so I think this is the syntax that we need here. Let's see if we can get this working by manually putting it in there. So needs. The project is going to be j/project dependency. The job is called build. The ref is master, though we sort of want, like, I guess to know the tag that we're building. Well, I guess this is when a new tag is created, so this will work. This isn't exactly correct though, right? Because if you could imagine a situation where two tags are created in quick succession, then you're getting the wrong tag because you're getting the one for master instead of the one for the specific tag. But I don't know how you would get the, I don't know if there's a variable that contains the tag that represents the tag in the other project. There's nothing documented about that, so maybe that's an improvement that could happen. But let's try this. Apologize for all the commit messages being default. I wouldn't normally do that, but okay. So this will run. We're not retesting the triggering because we saw that worked. But let's see if we can grab that artifact now and actually do something with it and produce a processed artifact or a downstream artifact. Hopefully this works. What I would recommend is that on this section, we mention here that something about using if needs works, that we mention something about, hey, and you probably want the artifacts. So if you want the artifacts, then also use that needs section. Okay, so yeah, now it worked. We grabbed my artifact and we turned it into my processed artifact, and we downloaded it. So let's actually open this up now and see what we get. Hello. Okay, so just as expected. Great. So yeah, pretty cool. A couple minor things about the documentation. Either we need to make the artifacts downloaded automatically when you do this, or document how to get the artifacts in the way that I set it up. And yeah, I think there was one or two other minor things that we ran across as we were testing this out. But cool feature. I'm really excited to have released this recently. Thanks for watching, and till next time.